Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of The Poor Investor. Today, I am going to tell you guys a true Chia story. Whether you believe it or not, I do have sources. This is a confirmed true reality story, and it may relate to you guys as well because it does have a huge impact on a lot of people that I've spoken to that's in this community that's farming Chia, maybe other cryptos as well. I don't know about other cryptos, but I know within Chia this has been a really big issue. You know, you could take it however you want. Unfortunately, I can't disclose my source of information. You guys may just say that I'm making this story up, but let me tell you guys what's going on. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you how to manage your finances or do your taxes. All right, let's get that out of the way because this ultimately is a entertainment channel, and that's who I am. I'm here to entertain you guys. I want to first start off that in the world of cryptocurrency mining, whether it's farming or mining, there are taxes and, you know, there's laws being put in place every day. It's being modified, and it's usually not so much in the little guy's favor. All right, so we're paying taxes. Obviously, that's all money going back into the government. But what I'm trying to explain is that cryptocurrency, the way it's being spoken about and how it's mined, or now mining is different than farming if you're in the world of Chia. But I believe to the IRS, they really don't give two crap what the hell you're doing. As long as you're earning something, you're gonna get taxed. So you can call it farming, you can call it growing, you can call it whatever you want. It's gonna be treated the same way. While it may seem like a low cost activity in theory, mining crypto comes with considerable expenses, including computer services, electricity, internet service provider charges. If you are a crypto miner, you can deduct these costs against your mining income, though the amount you'll be able to deduct will depend on whether you categorize your operation as a business or a hobby. Whoever I'm talking about right now and whoever is dealing with this situation obviously has done whatever it is they did with in regards to paragraph 4. The other paragraph I want to point out is you can do all that, and obviously I'll link this in the description below. This is from Forbes. Now, the one paragraph I really want to point out here is when you actually earn the cryptocurrency. So crypto taxes, when you mine crypto, you earn cryptocurrency by mining it or receiving it as a promotion or a payment for goods and or services. It counts as part of your regular taxable income. Whether you do it on the business or you do it on the personal, you're supposed to follow that, right? Okay, understood. You owe tax on the entire fair market value of the crypto on the day you received it at your regular income tax rate. I don't know what your situation is. You could be making $1 million, you could be making $100. Whatever it is, you fall into a particular percentage of your taxes that you owe back. We'll keep that in mind as well. And if you hold the same cryptocurrency you mined or earned from these activities, its value increases and you either spend it or sell later at a profit, you would also owe capital gains tax on the profits based on how long you've held it. So with that being said, what is really wrong here is that basically what the IRS is saying is that as soon as you earn it on the day of, you're using the value that that coin was priced at and you're being taxed at that amount. I made a very simple spreadsheet to illustrate what this true story is about, and it's obviously a very high level, but if you start adding up the numbers, it just becomes more and more. There's a kicker to this story, and I'm going to explain it in a little bit. Of course, I am not an accountant, I'm not a math wizard or anything like that. This is very simple math. So what we're going to say here is that you farmed XCH, 1 XCH each month for the entire year. I don't care what year you're talking about. Let's just say 2021, right? Because that has given us a full year. 2022 has not completed yet. So let's say in January 1st, you earned a total of 1 XCH. Now you're being priced, the price at that time was $1,600. Hypothetically, don't get all technical and say, no, the price started in April because that's when it launched. I'm just hypothetically speaking here about what the price could have been XCH if you earned it at that one time. I'm just illustrating this scenario for this true story that I'm explaining to you. And of course, we're going down each month. So we have a total of 12 XCHs here. All right. And each month we're going down and the price has been dropping, sort of mimicking, well, we're realistically mimicking the XCH price drop each month or each weeks, pretty much mimicking XCH prices from the launch time to where it is now, and it just keeps on dropping, right? So let's just say we earned this much crypto, right? One a month, and we're being taxed at $1,600 for the first month of January. Then the next month we earn another one is $1,300, and so on and so forth. You can see all these numbers. It's just dropping each month lower and lower and lower. But if we take the IRS definition of when you actually earned it, so now I'm being taxed at the 1600 when I earned it, right? Because that's when I actually received it. You know, you could have earned two of them because when you hit a block, you will have to pay taxes on those two. So we understand that, right? So this is the part where we need to understand that we're being taxed on the time that we receive it and the price of that moment, because it's all on the blockchain, because you can't hide that. All right. So, okay, we take the total of all this earnings, right, from the time we received it till now, it's $8,400. And let's just say I took the highest of the capital gains tax. The capital gains tax is rated 0 to 15 or 20, depending on your taxable income for the year. It really depends on how much you make from other things. But I'm just going to take the high end and say 20%. 20% of the $8,400 is $1,680. That's considered the capital gains tax. The point of the story is that because XCH currently, even though you didn't sell any of it, you have 12 in your wallet, but the current price is $60. Now, let's just say you have no other source of income and the current price is $60 times the 12 that you have comes out to $720. Way below the $1,680 that you owe in taxes for the capital gains because of the time you received it. So I was talking to this individual, you know, I was kind of shocked because obviously the number in this illustration is a lot lower than what is being owed in this true story. I was very, you know, kind of thrown back, like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Why would anyone continue on? Like, why would you even want to earn more at this rate if you know the price is going to keep on dropping? That is a very highly, you know, possibility that can still happen. Like, what if the price just drops even more? So with the price of Chia XCH being $62.50 right now, and you earned whatever it is you earned for this moment, right? So you'd be taxed at that rate. But by the time it comes next week and then towards the end of the year, as you're heading towards and you're accumulating more and the price keeps on dropping, now you're owing more in taxes than you actually have in the value of XCHs because the price hasn't gone up anymore. How do you remediate that? The individual that I was talking to did make a remediation, but it wasn't a remediation that made total sense to me. And it may not make a lot of sense to anyone watching this video, to be really honest. So ultimately, this person had to take a loan to pay off the amount of taxes that they owed for accumulating XCHs. From the time it had a value to the actual coin price to where it is now, they owed more in taxes than they can liquidate XCHs to pay that tax amount. Is that crazy or what? I mean, I'm not making this story up. You guys can say that I'm fudding. This applies to any coin out there that is not retaining its value when you actually mined it, which is insane. You guys can comment below and tell me what your real thoughts are, and I'm sure a bunch of these Twitter guys are going to take this video and say I'm fudding Chia. I'm not. I'm being really honest here, and I'm being really truthful, and I'm telling you guys that this is what this person experienced. Now, maybe one day this person may want to reveal himself and say, you know, this is me. This is what happened, and this is reality. When that day happens, I'm sure, you know, I could do another video and announce that information as well. But as of right now, they do want to stay anonymous. Unfortunately, in the United States, that's what we're going through right now. That person gave me a fine example of how this doesn't make sense, and it just baffles the mind. Let's just say you're a baker, and bakers obviously bake a lot of bread, pastries, whatever it is that you have. So what they're really saying, the IRS is saying, we're going to tax you on the amount of bread that you baked, because on the day that you baked it, that's how much bread was worth, whether you sell it or not. Now, if you don't even sell it, meaning these bread can mold, it can just go stale, and you have no income from it, that means you will owe money to the IRS for what you actually baked, not what you sold. Now, if it was just goods and you sold it and you made money from it, fine. But the fact that you produced something, which in this case, sort of like farming or crypto mining, you produced something of value and you're getting taxed on it, even though you're not selling it. This is a true story. Once I heard this, it blew my mind. I just couldn't understand how this can even be possible and why, you know, every day we're being screwed over by these laws. We're really getting hurt ultimately. I mean, how is this a hobby? You can't even treat it as a hobby anymore. If you treat it as a business, you can go whatever route you want. This is not me telling you how you should do things. I don't even know how you would remediate this. Based on what has happened so far and what we've earned in XCHs to where it is now, you're paying more in taxes when you actually earned it to what the value of it is now. You can't even liquidate your XCHs in order to pay to cover those taxes that you owe, because whatever you farmed 6 months ago was a lot higher than what it is now. 3 months ago, just only 3 months ago, the price of XCHs was $90. So you're paying taxes on $90. Let's just say hypothetically you earned one XCH. I know that never happens, but 0.25 or 2 XCHs because you hit a block solo, you're owing $90 to that XCH. By the end of the year, you're coming back down. Let's just say this is the current year of, when you file your taxes at the end of December, heading into January, the price was like, going lower. You're not going to be able to liquidate your XCHs in order to even pay your taxes. I don't understand how that can even be a option and possibility for being mined and being charged at the time you received it, which is really insane. So guys, you can take this however you want. This is not me telling you what to do. I'm just giving you a true story in the world of crypto. I'm sure other crypto influencers or YouTubers may have stories similar to this with other coins, but I heard this firsthand from a Chia farmer. So I just want to follow up. I just want to recap and pretty much say that the time that we live in right now is pretty crazy information going on. No one knows what to do. Owing the IRS more money than what you actually have and having to take a loan out just to pay that difference is really crazy. It's really insane. It just doesn't make any sense for something that should have been a hobby or just a technical fun has become a nuisance. Now, whether you believe this story or not, that's ultimately up to you. I'm telling you that it is a true story because I heard it from this individual firsthand. If this person is willing to come out and share their identity, then so be it. But until that day, unfortunately, cannot announce that. Hopefully, we can just take this information and learn from it. Now, what can you do to possibly remediate this? Honestly, I don't even know myself. Maybe you can go on Twitter and ask an accountant or ask the current other Chia farmers on how they're handling the situation. A lot of these guys may come back and say that I'm fudding and that's why I'm putting up a video like this. I am not. I'm honestly saying that I am not. This is legitimately not a FUD video. This is called reality. All right. I want to thank you guys. Please hit that like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again really soon.